Hey there, fellow time travelers. I know what you're thinking. Time travel? Isn't that just sci-fi? Well, maybe, but mastering time management? Now that's within our reach. Imagine if you could hop into a time machine and get a glimpse of your future self, the one who's got it all figured out. Running a successful side hustle, spending quality time with family, and still managing to binge-watch that new series everyone's talking about. Sounds dreamy, right? But instead of waiting for that magical moment, let's talk about some practical tips that can help you feel like a time wizard in your own life. First things first, let's tackle the dreaded to-do list. You might be thinking, I have a list already, and it's a mile long. Well, here's the secret. Not all tasks are created equal. I want you to try something revolutionary. Prioritize. You've probably heard of the Eisenhower matrix, right? It's a fancy way of saying what's urgent and what's important. Break your tasks into 4 categories. Urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither. Focus on the first 2. This way you won't get bogged down by the little things that can suck your time away like a black hole. Next up, let's talk about time blocking. It sounds complicated, but it's really just scheduling your day in chunks. Picture this. You set aside specific hours for specific tasks. You've got your work hours, your family time, and yes, even your Netflix binge blocks. By allocating time to each activity, you're not just hoping to get things done, you're making it happen. Plus, you'll be amazed at how much more focused you become when you know you have a set time to tackle a task. It's like giving yourself a deadline, but without the stress of a looming exam. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Distractions. We live in a world filled with notifications, social media, and all sorts of shiny objects vying for our attention. It's like trying to navigate a time vortex. So, what can you do? First, identify your biggest distractions. Is it your phone? Social media? Maybe it's that endless cycle of just one more episode. Whatever it is, create a distraction-free zone. Put your phone on silent, close those browser tabs, and let the world outside your bubble fade away for a bit. You'll be surprised at how much you can accomplish when you're not constantly pulled in a million directions. Another tip? Learn to say no. I know, it sounds harsh. But hear me out. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else, usually your own time and peace of mind. So, next time someone asks you for a favor, take a moment to evaluate whether it aligns with your priorities. If it doesn't, it's perfectly okay to decline. You're not a superhero. You don't have to save everyone all the time. And finally, let's not forget about self-care. I know this might sound counterintuitive when we're talking about productivity, but hear me out. Taking breaks is essential. Ever tried to work for hours on end without a break? You end up feeling like a zombie, right? Schedule short breaks to recharge. Go for a walk, grab a snack, or just breathe for a few minutes. You'll come back to your tasks with renewed energy and focus, and that's when the real magic happens. So, there you have it. Time travel tips for mastering your time management. It's all about prioritizing, blocking time, eliminating distractions, saying no, and taking care of yourself. Remember, you don't need a time machine to feel in control of your day. With these strategies, you can navigate your time like a pro, and who knows, maybe you'll feel like you've just stepped out of a sci-fi movie ready to conquer the world.